Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Becca and today we're starting a video where we are going to be finishing projects that I have started and not yet finished. So we're going to start off in my bathroom. We are doing something that is a little bit more involved in the bathroom. We're going to be doing a lot in the bathroom in general. The ceilings need some help. They need some serious help. We have popcorn in the ceilings, actually in the entire house, as you can see. And up in this corner, our shower faucet or shower head has a setting where it can blast out water from the top of it. And we forgot to turn that off one time. So we turned the shower on and then it blasted a part of our popcorn ceiling off. So we just have kind of left it because we weren't exactly sure what to do. We did get some popcorn ceiling patch because we just did not want to do the popcorn ceiling right now, like take it off. But then when I went to paint the ceiling, all of the popcorn started peeling off. So I don't know why that was happening. The ceiling had never been painted previously. And I don't know if it's because it's a bathroom, moisture got up underneath it. I don't know why it started happening. But then I was just like, you know what? We are going to remove all of the popcorn in here and I'm going to retexture the ceiling and we're just gonna do it. I don't wanna have to do this, but it is what it is. Like, I don't see any other way around it. So join me as we remove the popcorn from this very small room. It's probably like, I don't know, 70 square feet. It's not a very big bathroom. Lots of cleanup ahead of me, but let's get started. All right, I've finished scraping and it was so messy, but we got it done. We got it done. I now need to clean up because the next step is figuring out how to apply the texture to the ceiling. I don't know if I need to prime first and then apply the texture, or if I can just apply it to this bare ceiling, we'll see. But I do want to retexture it because I just feel like if I try to paint it, you're gonna see just a lot of imperfections. So I'm just gonna do like, it's like an eggshell, not an eggshell, what is it? Orange peel texture. I didn't get popcorn again. I did some searching online and it does sound like people do sometimes prime before adding texture, but a lot of people also don't. So I think I'm just gonna not prime before adding this. It said to shake this can rigorously for 1 minute and then I can get going spraying the texture, and then it'll need to dry for 30 minutes. And then I can start painting the ceiling and then this will be done. Just an afternoon project, hopefully. all over my face. Hi, good morning. My one evening project has turned into second day, and I have covered my hair because yesterday I had so much crap in my hair and I had to wash it again before wash day, and I was very upset about that. So, my ceiling has never looked worse, okay? Let's just be honest here. I don't know why, but the texture is peeling off as I'm painting it. This also happened with the popcorn, which is why I decided to just remove it altogether. I have done a lot of research as to why this might be happening. Long story short, I am just going to sand the ceiling completely flat and then just paint it smooth. The reason that I wanted to do the texture was because there was, you know, some unevenness on the ceiling, and because I just didn't want to sand my ceiling, painting over the new texture has given me the same result as the popcorn. So we're just gonna freaking sand the thing, prime it, paint it, and be done. Hopefully this doesn't take me all day because I really do not want to spend my entire day doing this. But we'll see. And I'm not going to bring my camera in there while I'm sanding today because I just am gonna get a lot of debris and dust on my camera, and I don't know if it's gonna like ruin things. I got a lot of stuff on it yesterday and I'm a little bit nervous. So I'm gonna leave the camera out here and then just show you when I'm done, but I just know that I am going to be sanding my little heart away. Update. I actually was able to paint the ceiling without sanding or doing any sort of redoing. And I will admit there are some places that look less than perfect. It just, right now it is what it is. I don't think it looks that bad, and I don't think people really look at the ceiling all that often. But yeah, I feel like my ceilings look so much higher without the popcorn. It's actually insane. So I primed it. I didn't film priming it because I was really just experimenting, and it ended up working out. And I think the reason it ended up working out was because the drywall was kind of wet from me spraying it to remove the popcorn. And one of the things that I found online was that the drywall or the popcorn, the texture could be coming off because of moisture, and it didn't really click until today that it was probably because I had misted the ceiling. So after everything had time to dry, it went on perfectly fine. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. So I just needed to let it breathe for a second. But now I'm applying the final coat of paint. It's just a bucket of Chantilly lace that I have, and yeah, that's it. I'm excited to be wrapping up the ceiling because then I need to do another layer of paint on the beadboard. I only did one layer of paint when I initially painted it, and I thought that it was fine, but like over the years I've noticed that there's several places that definitely could use a second coat. So I'm just gonna do a second coat on the whole thing. But let's finish the ceiling first. Welcome back to another day of fixing up my house and all of the projects that I either have finished or have not come back to. Today we are starting off strong
with doing another coat of paint on this mirror. I painted it this matte black color. It was like a really like ugly, not even gold. It was like a green gold disaster. Anyway, I do appreciate that it's not just the like stock mirror that you get in like a new build home. So it's like a little bit more special. It's like framed. The matte black has been great. I really do like it. All of the fixtures in the bathroom are matte black, so it kind of matches really nicely in that respect. But the paint towards the bottom, like where it sits on the countertop, has been chipping and fading, and it just looks really bad. So I've needed to redo the finish on this for a while. And was kind of brainstorming how to make sure that it doesn't start chipping again later. And what I've decided to do is do a clear coat on top of it, and hopefully that will protect it to at least have like 2 layers of something. I don't know. The actual paint is matte, and then the top coat that I got, or that I already had, is satin. So we're not going to have a matte black mirror anymore. It'll be a shiny black. Hopefully I don't hate it, because I didn't want to have to buy a different clear coat, because I bought this. I don't even remember why I bought this, but it was for some purpose. I don't remember. Also, last time I painted this, I used paper bags to like tape in over the mirror, and that was great, but the paper bags were thick. So there's like an inside lip of the mirror that didn't get paint on it, and I always noticed it, and it really bothered me. So now I'm gonna use some scrap paper just to put around this outside edge. I don't think that I'm gonna need to put it like and cover the entire mirror, because there really isn't that much like overspray. It is so humid today, you guys. The cicadas are out, they are thriving, and it's freaking humid. It is hot out here. I really don't want to spend a lot of time out here today. Also though, something that I learned since the last time I did this is that you can put, you can get spray paint off of glass with acetone. So if I do end up having a little bit of a spray over moment, I can just use acetone to remove it, and it's really not that big of a deal. I also have like razors that are made for taking paint off glass that I've used for like my front door, for example. When I painted that, I was a little sloppy, because once I figured out that hack, I was like, okay, cool. I don't have to be super precise, especially when you're painting around like all of the little panes. It's so annoying. I love front doors that have that detail, but it is such a pain to paint around. So yeah, little hack for you. If you didn't know, you can easily just scrape off with a razor blade. All right, guys, this mirror project has become more complicated than I wanted. And it's frustrating, but it's so humid. You can see that my camera is fogged the freak up. And what was happening is that as I was spraying it on, it was like starting to like bubble up or something, and it just started looking really bad and weird, and then the paint started peeling. And why is all the paint that I'm trying to apply peeling off? What's going on here? So I scraped it off and tried to paint over what I scraped, and it looked horrible. So I now have my sander. I'm going to strategically sand just this section right here. Like, you can't even see what I'm doing, like not even a little bit, but I wanted to come out and bring the camera so that I could just, I don't know, show you, but clearly it's way too humid for that. So just know that I'm having to do some sanding, and I am a little nervous on how this is all going to turn out. I would like to share with you the most incredible little piece of wood that I have found. This is a corner block for your trim. It looks very decorative and pretty and will definitely make an impact, but it also makes it a lot easier to install trim. I did not realize how difficult trim was, and when I did my dining area space,
I just kind of left the trim looking really bad because honestly, I couldn't get the angles right. If it was a perfect 45-degree angle, then it would have been fine, but it wasn't, as are most angles in a home, I guess usually are not a perfect 45 degrees. So these you just put in the corners. This is an inside block, so it's just a square, and you put it into the corner, and then you butt up your trim pieces to it just with a straight cut. You don't have to do any sort of angles. And this is a corner piece, so you literally just put it on the corner of the wall and butt up your pieces to the ends. So it's going to look like I put like more effort into the project when I really didn't, but I need to paint these first. So I have my Pashmina color, which I still have so much of this paint left over. I'm considering using it somewhere else in the house as well, like the downstairs bathroom. I am heavily considering painting in there. Tool check. So I got this oscillating tool. Oh, I got this because, to be honest, I really don't want to have to remove this trim right here for like the 8th time to put in the block. And also there's a bunch of other uses for it, but this is like the most recent application, and there's been enough times in the past where I wanted it and I don't have it. So I was like, frick it, let's just go get it. So in order to install this block here, I'm just going to mark on the beadboard where I need to cut, and I don't have to remove the trim at all. I literally just do this and it'll cut it. So 10 out of 10. Hopefully this works. Okay, so ignore the fact that lunch is being served, but I wanted to show you the end results of my trim work. I do feel confident enough to show this online, believe it or not. I did do the quarter round right here. Okay, it's been a few days since I finished it, but I wanted to come back because I was editing and realized that I didn't have any final shots. I am still a little bit confused about what to do here because we do have the transition from this flooring to this flooring. Oh my God, my flooring is so disgusting. I don't know what to do under there, but I need to do something. So I guess the saga lives on, but this side looks great. She is thriving. Let me show you this side. I need to actually touch up the paint over here because this is some caulk to cover up that hole. But I'm unsure if I want to put this like half piece in the Pashmina or in the white. So you tell me what you think it should be. But I tidied up the paint and I need to do like the nice crisp edge along here. So you let me know. But there's the inside corner. It looks really good. Alrighty friends, we've moved on to our next project. We're in my downstairs bathroom, which is a room that I have literally not touched. The previous owner of this house updated it at some point because it has different flooring than the rest of the house. Kind of like gray wood plank tile, which I do like the wood plank tile, but I wish it wasn't gray. It is what it is. I'm going to warm up the rest of the room by finally painting over this like purple bluish color, but this color is going to be a doozy to cover up because I want the top. I'm just going to use Chantilly lace because I have like 2 gallons of it, and then on the bottom I'm going to do the Pashmina, which is the color that I have in my kitchen. I just think that it'll look cute and cohesive and I don't know, just altogether better. But I need to pick up Nora from daycare in like an hour, so I'm going to cut in up here and down here, and it should be pretty quick. Maybe I'll be able to do my first round of priming, we'll see. But yeah, that's today's, well, one of today's tasks. I'm pretty proud of everything that I've accomplished today. We've done quite a bit, and I really don't enjoy cutting in, but it needs to be done, especially when we are working on a color like this, covering up a color like this. It's so strange that this room has this color because literally every other room in this house is the same horrible grayish. We are also going to be painting my bedroom finally. I actually wasn't going to, I was just gonna live with it forever, but I can't. We gotta paint it. And I also have to paint it because we did some patches along the wall when we updated the doors, and I will be damned before I go to the store and buy a gallon or even a half a gallon, a quart of that horrible grayish color to, you know, patch up that part of the wall that we had to repair. No way. Good morning. I come to you once again with a foggy lens, and also once again on the way to the hardware store. I've been so fixated on these projects that I haven't been doing anything else in my life, basically. I'm shocked that I've actually made dinner this week. But we're going out to the hardware store right now because I need to get some more paint rollers, and I thought that I needed to buy another paintbrush, but I did actually remember to clean out my paintbrush room yesterday. So I don't think that I actually need to get another one, which is excellent news, but I might just in case, because honestly, you can never have too many. Now, I love a good paint time lapse as much as anybody else, but I feel like we've had a lot of that in this video. So let's just do a cute little transition where all of the walls are painted now. The painting is all done, you guys. I just made an imprint on the wall. Wow, that was a lot. Many coats of white, 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of Chantilly lace, and again, the bottom is pashmina, which is the same color that I used for my cabinets. And in here, it feels a little bit more moody, which I do like. But yeah, in my kitchen, it feels brighter, and it's just interesting to see the paint in a different space and, like, I don't know, how it interacts with the light in here. This is a very, obviously artificially lit room. There's no natural light in here, so I wasn't sure if it would feel like too dark in here, but I think it actually is quite nice. And the white brings a lot of opportunity to like do something fun, like add in a bunch of colorful art or anything like that. I am mainly just really happy to be rid of that purple. I hated it. Every single year that I lived here, I hated it, but this room just never really felt like a huge priority. But the next task is to figure out what I want to paint the vanity. So I could definitely go with pashmina. That would be a safe choice. But I was thinking maybe if I wanted to add a different color in here, I looked on the Benjamin Moore website to see if there was any like blues or greens that looked good with pashmina. And I was hoping for a green, but I actually did see a blue that was pretty promising, and I do think that that would look nice. I don't have blue really anywhere in the home, so I don't know. Stay tuned to see what I do with that, but that will be in the next one of these videos because I'm sure that this one is getting kind of long, and it's Thursday and my work week is over as of today. So that was all of the home projects that I could get done in 4 days. So I feel pretty proud of everything that I was able to accomplish, and the list is still going. So let me know if you guys want to see another one of these videos, just doing house chores that I've been putting off. I like doing this because it gives me motivation to do them. So anyway, hope that you enjoyed watching and coming along on all my little house projects. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!